I am one of your hosts with Miley Davis, and here's the week's editions for the student news here on the weekly, and here's the weekly announcements. Monday, March 8th, boys basketball regional tournament at the Minot Dome, 3 o'clock. Tuesday, boys tournament, regional tournament, Minot Dome. And then there will be a track and field meeting in 310 through grades 7th, 12th at the auditorium. Wednesday, there's a school board meeting, 5:30. On Thursday, another boys regional tournament, Minot Dome. Friday, there's nothing, and Saturday, there's a speech meet in Harvey. Here's the weather. Your sports and scores and highlights. Question of the week.
To be rich.
My dream job is a 3D character modeler.
To be a smoothie maker on a private island.
Senior spotlight.
I'm gonna take a gap year and enlist in the National Guard. I'll do basic training. I'll left for 6 months, and then I'll go to Bemidji State University, fall of 22. Chemistry. I suppose rip some club puck, you know.
Yeah.
Golf. You hear it all the time, but listen to it. Pay attention to your classes. Don't, slough off. Could say it over and over, but seriously, do good in your classes, because if not, you could either fail.
TikTok of the week. Lunch menu. administration announcements.
Good morning, students. I hope this finds you in the morning, if not, good afternoon. A few administrative announcements as we move forward. There's a lot of stuff happening. I want to touch on all of it, so it might be lengthier than usual. First of all, at the time of this, we're right in the middle of Dr. Seuss Week. It could air next week, but a lot of good things that are emphasizing reading. Kudos to the library and the library staff for making some fun things for us to get involved with. Teaching and learning. When we talk about teaching and learning students, we did an engagement survey. We also had an outside eye come in and look at us. We're going to have another observation in May. It'll probably be virtual, but one of our big goals was student engagement. So we focused some of our teaching around that, and you guys are the benefit of that. So we are doing a lot of things in the classroom that maybe we didn't do before, but we want you guys to know there is a reason behind that. So get engaged. When you get engaged, that doesn't mean sit and look at your cell phone. Students, you're close to losing those cell phones in classrooms. We've got to pay attention to what's going on, and we have to get involved. And education is a multi-pronged stool, if you will, and students, yourselves, you have to be a part of that. It's tough to teach someone who is always in their phone. So keep that in mind and discipline yourselves a little bit. We've made it, a long ways into a pandemic by showing discipline, and we can go a little further. Remember expectations. We expect that you can. Talking about that a little bit, when we talk about the survey and engagement and the outside reviews, we also are going to look at changing the school, one of our mission statements. It is quite lengthy now, and it says we are committed to provide opportunities that allow all students to develop their potential intellectually, socially, and physically in a safe environment as they prepare to meet the global challenges of a diverse global society. That's pretty long. We're changing it. Our new motto going forward is we are educating students, the whole student, for their future endeavors. We are educating the whole student for their future endeavors. So we're kind of made a little smaller. Anyway, we're proud of that fact. So that will be posted. We'll start to move to that after the review team comes through. But next year, when we kick things off, that will be the slogan and the mission statement for the district. So we also want to talk about breakfast. We want to talk about parking. Students, as you know, we now have handicap parking that will be enforced. We'll start to ticket people that are parked in the handicap parking. We have to have that. That's a law. It does infringe where our seniors were used to parking, but it does need to be cleaned up. Moving forward, we'll have a better parking lot probably for students in the upcoming year. So hopefully that'll work itself out post-COVID. I'm talking about breakfast. In the morning, we like to be at the doors, tell you to come in, what's for breakfast. Students, once you come into the building, we don't want you going back outside. We do not want students running into cars. We're not fools. We know nothing good happens. Students, once you're here, you're here. Also, some of you leaving for lunch, maybe don't want to, so take care of that as well. Make good decisions, positive choices on your lunch. Okay? As we move forward through COVID, that could change as well. And the last thing, once again, I want to remind students on the cell phone, also your mask use, stay vigilant. A little while longer, we can do it. Everyone can be tough. How long can you be tough? And that's a message going out to everyone. Ever onward, Botno High School. Thank you.
And this week's in history.
Hey, go.
God, I'm really feeling for a coffee right now.
Oh, hey, Ethan, why don't you try a cookie?
I'm really feeling for a coffee right now, I said that. Wait a minute. If only I could have the best of both worlds with this new Dunkin' iced coffee with Thin Mints.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Student News.